Hello. Chinese drama A Date with the Future EP 28-30. Nearby schools had students trapped, and Jin Shishan led the rescue team to rescue the trapped students. Xu Lai, as a special correspondent, followed Jin Shishan's team to the front line for reporting. Another aftershock occurred that evening, and Lu Fengqi was injured during the search and rescue process and was taken to the hospital for treatment. Lu Fengqi's cactus, which he gave to Zhang Chu, fell and broke, which made Zhang Chu feel ominous. The hospital held an emergency meeting and decided to dispatch experienced surgeons to support due to severe shortage of medical resources in Huining. Zhang Chu was the first to sign up. This time, she didn't want to wait for Lu Fengqi. She wanted to stand firmly with him. The non-stop search and rescue work made the search dogs exhausted. Xu Lai, as a dog trainer, took the initiative to take care of the search dogs. Zhang Chu saw the injured Lu Fengqi and spoke her mind to him while he was unconscious. The next day when Lu Fengqi woke up, he thought it was just a dream, but when he saw Zhang Qia's pen on the bedside, he confirmed that it wasn't a dream. He ran to Zhang Chu and exchanged a few words before being called by Zhang Yang. In the car, Lu Shu teased Lu Fengqi, saying that everyone else going to the medical point had a worried look, but Lu Fengqi was the only one with a happy face. Xu Lai saw the wound on Jin Shishan's hand and couldn't help but tear up. Jin Shishan, tired from the day, fell asleep on Xu Lai's shoulder. Huo Yanzong arrived at Mofang town in a seismic relief vehicle, but the road ahead was blocked, so he had to get off and walk. Surprisingly, he saw Yu Shishi wearing a volunteer uniform here. A program was looking for Yu Shishi for a love interview, and Yu Shishi went to find Huo Yanzong but learned from Han Feng that Huo Yanzong had gone to Huining to find Xu Lai. Yu Shishi was aware of the earthquake in Huining, but she didn't expect Huo Yanzong to go to the earthquake scene for Xu Lai. But she deeply loved Huo Yanzong, so she came here as a volunteer. Only then did she realize that she seemed to have not really understood Yu Shishi before. Huo Yanzong insisted on going to the epicenter to find Xu Lai, and Yu Shishi followed him like a piece of chewing gum. They encountered an aftershock on the way, and Yu Shishi was injured in the head. Huo Yanzong took her to the hospital, and the sky grew darker with rain falling. Huo Yanzong carried the injured Yu Shishi on his back, walking on the dark road, and finally encountered a rescue vehicle. The rescue vehicle took Huo Yanzong and Yu Shishi to the medical point. Jin Shishan knew that these two rescuers were members of Jin Shishan's team, so he followed them to find Xu Lai. Yu Shishi woke up and learned from the nurse that Huo Yanzong hadn't come to the medical point. She knew that Huo Yanzong must have gone to find Xu Lai. Yu Shishi was heartbroken and shed tears, completely giving up on the deceived Huo Yanzong. Huo Yanzong cared about Yu Shishi's condition, but he also had to settle things with Xu Lai. There was a second collapse in Lianhua village, and the number of trapped people was unknown. Jin Shishan led the rescue team to search and rescue and found a person suspected of being trapped under the rubble. The scene could collapse at any moment. Jin Shishan couldn't wait for the excavator to arrive, so he went down to rescue the person with Zhang Yang. The person who was trapped was not in a clear state of mind and thought Jin Shishan was there to capture him. He struggled desperately, causing the collapse of the scene. The person who was trapped escaped, but Jin Shishan was trapped under the rubble. The people outside lost contact with Jin Shishan and Zhang Yang. Lu Fengqi immediately sent people to find reinforcements and search dogs. Meanwhile, Huo Yanzong limping found Xu Lai. Xu Lai was surprised to see him appearing here. Huo Yanzong wanted to take Xu Lai away from this place, but she refused. Huo Yanzong thought she was doing it for Jin Shishan. Xu Lai didn't expect to be seen that way by him. She was a journalist, and reporting on the front line was her job. She stayed here not only for Jin Shishan. Lu Zi's anxious appearance made Xu Lai feel uneasy. She learned that Jin Shishan was trapped under the ruins and insisted on going to rescue him. They found Zhang Yang, who had been rescued by everyone's joint efforts. Zhang Yang weakly said that Jin Shishan asked him to wait on top while he went down alone. Whether Jin Shishan was alive or dead was still unknown, and Xu Lai couldn't help but burst into tears. She was terrified of losing Jin Shishan. The rescue team continued their search and rescue efforts. Xu Lai dug with her bare hands, and despite Lu Zi's persuasion, she insisted on digging. The search operation lasted from the dark night until morning. Due to the severe situation in Lionhua village and the risk of aftershocks, the command center issued an urgent evacuation signal. Lu Fengqi requested to wait until they found Jin Xishan before evacuating, but the command center ordered them to obey. Xu Lai refused to leave without finding Jin Xishan. Seeing this, others volunteered to stay as well. Xu Lai used the reflection of light on her hairpin to locate Jin Xishan's whereabouts. 10 years ago, Jin Xishan saved her, and now Xu Lai saved him. They were entangled in such a way that they couldn't be separated. Jin Xishan was rescued and unharmed. Guo Yanzong came to bid farewell to Xu Lai. He knew that her heart was filled with Jin Xishan and couldn't accommodate anyone else. He had figured it out and decided to let go of his feelings for Xu Lai. He would continue to protect her as a friend and sincerely bless her and Jin Xishan. Guo Yanzong returned to the medical point and found that Yu Shishi had already left. The person who was rescued by Jin Xishan came to thank him and promised to change and start anew. This scene deeply shocked Xu Lai, and she recorded it, writing a profound report. During a meeting, Qin Yi highly praised Xu Lai, and Zhou Tingwei applauded, earning a glare from Zhang Xin. After going through hardships, Xu Lai and Jin Xishan's relationship deepened. After the rescue operation ended, the rescue team returned to Huigang. Lu Shu had only 1 month left before he had to leave. His grandmother was old, so he decided to go back and take care of her. Everyone from the rescue team was brought back by Jin Xishan, making him feel satisfied. Lu Fengqi took this opportunity to pursue Zhang Chu. Back in Huigang, Jin Xishan and Xu Lai went to her house for dinner. Lin Quan embraced her daughter, seeing her return unscathed from the earthquake-stricken area, and cried tears of excitement. Xu Qingyan toasted Jin Xishan, and Lin Quan also raised a glass to him. Finally, she fully accepted this excellent son-in-law. After dinner, Xu Qingyan and Lin Quan were very happy, and Jin Xishan took a family photo with them. Jin Xishan couldn't handle alcohol. After a few drinks, his cheeks turned red, making him look silly and cute. Xu Lai accompanied him home. The next day, everyone celebrated Xu Lai's return to work. Qin Yi returned her press card, and this time she wouldn't run away again, continuing to walk firmly on the path of a journalist. Everyone cleaned the dog kennel together. Zhang Yang felt resentful towards Lu Shu for hiding his intention to leave and intentionally forbade the search dog Woody from playing with the champion. Lu Shu ignored him when he spoke. Lu Shu finally understood that Zhang Yang was just throwing a tantrum. Lu Fengqi teased Lu Shu and told him to appease Zhang Yang. Knowing that Zhang Yang couldn't accept the fact that he was leaving, Lu Shu assured him that he would come back often to see him and Woody. After the earthquake relief, a commendation ceremony was held by the relevant departments. Jin Xishan, as one of the outstanding contributors, received recognition amidst everyone's congratulations. During an interview with reporters, Jin Xishan publicly revealed that Xu Lai was his beloved and shared this honor with her. In front of the live TV broadcast, he personally placed the medal on Xu Lai. Without Xu Lai, there wouldn't be him. Lu Fengqi thought this approach was great and eagerly followed suit, taking his military medal to find Zhang Chu. He presented the medal to her, following Jin Xishan's example, expressing that half of the medal belonged to him and the other half to her. Zhang Chu was still hesitant to admit that she was his girlfriend. Later, when she heard that the patient's grandmother wanted to introduce someone to Lu Fengqi, she immediately announced that he was her boyfriend. Lu Fengqi was overjoyed and lifted Zhang Chu up while spinning around. Xu Lai had double happiness. She excelled in her work and was nominated as an outstanding reporter in the station. Zhang Xin was extremely jealous and secretly instructed Zhou Tingwei to find people responsible for data traffic, ensuring that her special feature would have higher click rates than Xu Lai's. She couldn't just stand by and watch Xu Lai surpass her. Zhang Xin was also one of the candidates for team leader. The station suggested that she and Xu Lai each work on a separate special feature, and the click rate of the special feature would be one of the criteria for evaluation. Therefore, Zhang Xin was willing to take the risk of being discovered and falsify the data. After finishing their duty, Jin Xishan saw the news and immediately called Xu Lai. The Kixi festival was approaching, and it would be their first Kixi festival together since they started dating. However, there were many emergencies during the Kixi festival, and Jin Shishin had to stay at the station on standby and couldn't accompany Shulai. Later, Jin Shishin changed his mind and decided to spend the Kixi festival with Shulai a week in advance. He bought a bouquet of roses, and Shulai waited for him at the restaurant. However, even after the restaurant closed for the night, Jin Shishin didn't show up. Shulai wasn't angry and patiently waited for him. On his way to meet Shulai, Jin Shishin encountered an emergency. The roses were almost burned, leaving only one stem. He gave this burnt rose to Shulai, who said it was the most beautiful flower she had ever seen. This burnt rose inspired Shulai, and she created a special feature titled Rose in the Flames, documenting a day in the life of a firefighter from the perspective of a girlfriend. After the release of this special feature, its click rate surpassed all previous special features in the same time slot on the Huaigang TV station. Meanwhile, it was discovered that Zhang Xin's special feature had falsified traffic, and the station took it down. During a meeting, Qin Yi criticized the person responsible for the falsified traffic special feature. Although he didn't explicitly mention who it was, everyone knew. Guo Yanzong watched the special feature made by Shulai, which featured Jin Shishin, and although he still felt a twinge of bitterness in his heart, he had completely let go of his feelings for Shulai. However, Han Feng told him that Yu Shishi was caught up in a public opinion storm due to an anonymous post. Guo Yanzong met Shulai and asked her for Yu Shishi's photos and information as a volunteer in the earthquake-stricken area. He publicly clarified the situation for Yu Shishi, leading to a reversal in public opinion. Everyone praised Yu Shishi as a positive role model. Yu Shishi went to a bar to drown her sorrows, and Huo Yanzong found her and took her home. The next day when Yu Shishi woke up, Huo Yanzong told her that he wouldn't break up with her. Shulai discovered that Zhang Xin was the one who posted the anonymous article, and she was completely furious. Now that Shulai was about to become the team leader, her first order of business would be to kick Zhang Xin out of there. Qin Yi mentioned that there was a large-scale cold chain logistics park in the city that needed to be covered, and he asked Shulai to lead the team. Zhang Xin proposed to go with Shulai. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.